Rigorous data plus multiple female leads plus different worlds plus integrated reality plus growth and upgrading flow. 10 years of professional gameplay and the leader of the strongest killer organization, Sergio, was brutally murdered by Lianhua and her brothers. Obtained a cosmic divine system before death, and reincarnate as a game world NPC 10 years ago. Drive all the way. Start with supernatural level equipment plus awaken supernatural level professions. NPC plus player double-sided board at the beginning, monster hunting, explosive equipment, dungeon creation, leveling with players, releasing missions, item trading, and mastering everything, player power, NPC power, wealth and beauty. In this life, I will be invincible and crush those enemy forces that used to exist. In this life, I will become the god of the gaming world. Chapter 1. Rebirth. Become a game NPC. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Sergio, my good brother, goodbye forever. If you have to blame me, I can only blame you for being too strong and foolish, offending people who shouldn't have been offended. Oh, I'm puzzled why I'm doing this, right? Mainly, Kuan Shao has given me too much. Besides, you're not dead. How can I rise to power? On an endless sea, an incredibly handsome yet ferocious man let out a deep roar. Oh, by the way, one last thing, your white moonlight goddess Feifei has actually been my woman for a long time. Many of the brothers in the meeting have also followed me for a long time. Can't you think of it? You idiot who only knows how to kill. The man's eyes showed a hint of disdain at this moment. Speaking of which, thanks to her, she was able to trick you out of traveling on the open sea this time. Otherwise, it wouldn't be easy to get started. Is that right? Feifei. Ha ha ha. He turned his head to look at a woman standing next to him, dressed in a white silk dress and with an insatiable desire, and burst out laughing like a madman. In his hand, he was holding a sharp dagger, inserted into the deck of the yacht, and a man who had collapsed in a pool of blood, equally handsome in appearance, was on his chest. This man who has fallen to the ground and hasn't stopped breathing, named Sergio, is the founder of the strongest assassin organization in the world of apocalypse games. Dark Souls, and is revered as the king of assassins in the gaming world. Sergio, who was lying in a pool of blood, had infrared eyes that were filled with deep shock, hatred, and regret. His eyes stared angrily at the man who had stabbed him 3 times with a dagger, as well as the stunning, white lotus, beside him that he had licked for 8 years. Standing behind the two, there was also a fat young master with a cigar in his mouth, surrounded by bodyguards and a mocking expression on his face. Sergio's mouth was constantly bleeding, and the intense pain tore at his nerves. He opened his mouth wide as if he wanted to say something, but couldn't utter a word, and it seemed like he was about to die. Okay, Ah Chang, after all these years, Ah Jiu has treated us well and entrusted us with the management of the guild with such peace of mind. Let's give him a good time. TSK TSK TSK, this painful expression, I can't bear it anymore. The stunning white lotus Feifei took a step forward and pulled up the man holding a dagger. Let's sink into the sea. Dare to oppose me, I don't know how to live or die. In the game, I can't do you, but in reality, pinching you is as simple as pinching an ant. At this moment, the young master behind suddenly said, seemingly uninterested in continuing to watch such an unsurprising betrayal performance. The young master took a few steps forward and looked at Sergio on the ground. As he spoke, he flicked his cigar towards him, who was already half dead on the ground. The scorching cigarette butt landed directly on Sergio's neck, causing his already painful body to twitch again. Yu Chang, the Dark Soul organization can still be used. You will take over the management in the future. Remember, whose dog are you from in the future? Also, you know. As the young master spoke, his eyes deliberately glanced at the stunning white lotus flower next to him, revealing a hint of playful laughter. The final payment will be credited to your account in 5 minutes. Okay, Kuan Shao. I will definitely do it well. Man, I will send it to you later. If you have anything to do in the future, just give me your orders. With a fierce expression on his face, Yu Chang quickly turned into flattery and respectfully nodded and bowed to the young master. The stunning white lotus on the side seemed to have already known what would happen to her next, but there was no ripple. Even just now, he showed a fake shy expression to the young master. Let's go, bad luck. Young Master Kunsheo turned around, put on sunglasses, and left the deck surrounded by a group of bodyguards. Come, tie up the sandbag. Leave the yacht behind. While he's still alive, let him enjoy the deep sea. From then on, there will be only me, Yu Chang, in the dark soul. There will be no more than me. Yu Chang lit a flower and hugged the stunning beauty around him, feeling unprecedentedly happy. Bang! The sound of the body bound with sandbags falling into the sea echoed. A splash of water splashed up. Shurjiu, who had not yet completely died, gradually sank into the deep sea, and the seawater poured into his lungs. The suffocating pain that could not be breathed, coupled with the fear of being betrayed and killed in the face of death, and the icy coldness of the seawater, kept tearing apart his remaining will to survive. And just as his last strand of consciousness was about to dissipate, suddenly, in the deep sea, a beam of golden light shot out from somewhere under the sea and happened to hit Shurjiu, who was sinking. In just an instant, the source of the light beam in the deep sea, as well as the man who was about to embark on the path of becoming a god, dissipated into the deep sea as if he had never appeared here before. Ding! The cosmic god system has detected advanced intelligent creatures and successfully bound the host. Ding! We are reshaping the host's body function. Progress of 89%, progress of 100%, successful rebirth. Ding! Energy depleted, about to fall asleep. Hiss. Who? In a slightly dilapidated village, Shurjiu suddenly bounced out of bed in a room. Take a deep breath. Where is this? Am I dead? Shurjiu, who had not yet recovered from the icy and painful feeling of the dead seawater, stared at this primitive and unfamiliar room in confusion. Oh, you finally woke up. You've been unconscious for many days. When I picked you up from the river that day, I thought you were a dead person. At this moment, a young girl walked into the door with a bow on her back. Did you save me? I was in the deep sea, wasn't I? Where is this? Shurjiu hammered his head, unable to recall the memories of falling into the deep sea. According to reason. In that situation, he won't be able to survive. Deep sea. I think you've had too much brain water. This is the interior of the continent, where did the deep sea come from? Come out and have something to eat. Your injury is almost healed, you should go out for more walks. The girl walked over and pushed him towards the door. Grandpa, he's awake. The girl ran to another room. Mainland. Which mainland? Shurjiu was puzzled in his heart. However, just as Shurjiu walked out of the inner door and arrived at the front yard of the house, a scene that overturned his worldview appeared before his eyes. Rookie Village Chief Wang. This is Chief Wang's house. Feeling the familiar scene before him, he quickly walked outside the door, wanting to confirm something. Tailor's shop, Aunt Lu, over there is Zhang Dainiu from the blacksmith's shop, as well as the Niu shopkeeper from the medicine shop in the west, the grocery store in the north. And there is also the teleportation array in the center of the village square. This is the beginner's village in the apocalypse game world that I have been playing for 10 years. Shurjiu scratched his hair, completely unaware of what had happened to him. Why am I here? Is it that I resurrected and then traveled? Also, why isn't there a single player? So what am I? Hey, where are the people? Why are they gone in a blink of an eye? Are you leaving now? Wang Zhu, the granddaughter of the village head's family, muttered as she walked towards the door. What are you standing here for? Come on, have something to eat. My grandfather happens to want to see you too. The girl saw Sergio standing at the door and was stunned. She quickly walked over and pulled him into the courtyard. Led by a girl into the village chief's courtyard, Sergio, who was still in shock, met the familiar village chief Grandpa Wang under the osmanthus tree. "Young man, where is your home? Since you're awake and your injury is better, hurry back and have some food, so as not to worry your family," said the village chief's grandfather kindly to him. "My home? I don't seem to have a home here, I don't even know how I got here." He looked up at the sky, thinking of the world of lights and wine. "So. Let's stay here for now. When you remember, it's not too late." The village chief grandfather looked at Sergio and remained silent for a while before finally speaking. "Thank you, Grandpa Village Chief." Sergio politely bowed. "Express gratitude to him. By the way, one more thing, I have to remind you that you seem to have no memory at all. According to the guidance left by the creator of the Apocalypse continent, in 10 days, there will be selected people from other worlds coming to our world. The energy of the Creator God gives us some abilities to interact with the chosen ones, and through interaction, we can obtain what we want from them. At the same time, we reward them with something. For example, posting some tasks, completing some item transactions with the selected person, and also, like me, helping the selected person activate a teleportation array. Selected people. Interacting. Posting missions. Is it difficult to say that it refers to players, and these are the functions of NPCs? Do I also have it? I have become an NPC in the game. Chapter 2. Super Divine Equipment plus Occupation at the beginning. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Under the careful guidance of the village chief's grandfather, Sergio finally successfully retrieved the mysterious NPC virtual panel, interaction, system. At the forefront of the panel, a prominent prompt caught his eye. Special NPC attributes that combine NPC, main, and player, secondary, double-sided board functions. He widened his eyes and felt indescribable excitement in his heart. Is it true? How could I have both NPC and player double-sided boards at the same time? Does this mean that I can not only fight monsters and upgrade equipment like a player, but also, like an NPC, release various missions, purchase and sell rare items, and establish my own NPC faction? Is this my golden finger for crossing into an NPC? Sergio's body involuntarily trembled with excitement, and then eagerly shifted its gaze to the 4 functional panels. 1. Publish task, level 10 to be activated. 2. Transaction. Acquisition, sale. Level 10 to be activated. 3. NPC backpack 4. Character attributes, me gone. At present, he is only at level 1 NPC level, and it is discovered that he does not have the authority to publish tasks and transactions at all. Prompt needs to be upgraded to level 10 to activate. However, when his gaze reached the NPC backpack, Sergio finally realized what the real golden finger was. In the NPC space backpack, there is a ring quietly lying with colorful divine light flowing around. Universal God's Ring of Life. Special Super Artifact, Awakening Stage 1. The origin is unknown. Lucky value plus 30. Binding equipment for the first time can automatically awaken the only Super God level profession. Colorful Sword God. Comes with unlimited space, dropped items are automatically picked up, and items in the space cannot be dropped. Additional skill. Super Divine Revival Technique, every 24 hours, can accumulate 1 resurrection, each resurrection requires 100% of the maximum experience value of the current level, with a maximum cumulative count of 10 times. Can bind up to 3 resurrection points. Awakening Phase 2 Condition. Devour 100 pieces of any equipment. I'll be good. A supernatural tool. A ring that surpassed the artifact was now placed in front of him. Just the first attribute can match the grade of this ring. What is the concept of lucky value plus 30? In the game World of Apocalypse, each player's luck value at the beginning of the game is randomly added between 1 and 10. Moreover, the game World of Apocalypse is notorious for its low success rate. Only a small group of players with a lucky value close to 10 points can barely see the explosive rate. Sergio from his past life happened to be one of the lucky ones. Therefore, he was able to gradually develop into a top player in the gaming world. However, after 10 years of playing games in the past life, I have never heard of anyone whose luck value ultimately exceeded 15 points. Such an incredible luck bonus shattered Sergio's understanding of the luck value in this game. Not only that, this ring also comes with a super god level profession. This is a super god level profession, and in his 10-year gaming career in his previous life, the top players only obtained the legendary holy level profession. And god-level professions have become mythical, limited to a few incredibly powerful NPC protagonist characters in the game. For example, the Lord of the Imperial Capital of Huaxia. That is to say, the Emperor of China. And now, what comes with this ring is actually a super god-level profession. That means I'm even better than the Emperor. Sergio's mind hummed. Ding, do you want to bind the equipment? Universal God's Ring of Life. When Sergio selected the ring to wear, a prompt sound was given in the system panel. Bind. Ding, successfully bound, the super god level profession, Colorful Sword God, has been automatically awakened. Please check in the character panel. At the moment of successful binding, he felt a sudden burst of energy within his body several times higher than before. He, who was at level 1 before, could easily crush an ant. And now, at level 1, he should be able to kill a dog with bare hands and nothing. Feeling the obvious change in power, Sergio couldn't help but feel the excitement brought by the 3 characters of super god level. She quickly pulled out the 4th section and looked at her NPC character panel. NPC 99 level. 1. Experience 0/100. Occupation. Colorful Sword God. Super God level strength. 5. Agility. 5. Intelligence. 5. Physical strength. 5. Spirit. 5. HP 50, MP 50. Physical attack 25, magic attack 5, physical defense 0, magic defense 0. Attack speed 5%, movement speed 5%. Critical hit rate of 5%, critical damage of 20%. Lucky value 1 + 30, poor, you are a naturally unfortunate person. Skills. Super God level resurrection spell, stored 1 times, AoE. Colorful Sword Heart, level 1 passive. Using sword weapons, critical hit rate +5%, critical damage +20%, with a 3% chance to deal twice the attack and a 1% chance to reduce the enemy's maximum HP by 1%. Upgradable. Slash, a basic general skill of warrior professions, dealing 110% physical attack damage, cooldown time of 10 seconds, consuming MP5, 5 consecutive slashes, the upgraded version of the 7-colored sword god's 3 consecutive slashes, which quickly moves in a straight line and emits 5 sword slashes, dealing 100% physical damage each time. After each slash, the direction of movement can be changed, and the slash also has a repelling effect. The 5th slash can fly targets, and can be forcibly stopped during skill release. Cooldown time is 20 seconds, MP10. Equipment. The Ring of the Gods of the Universe, Stage 1. An invincible profession. Sergio exclaimed in amazement. The attack bonus coefficient of the profession is surprisingly high at 1.5, compared to only 3 for ordinary warrior series and branches. Sergio's eyes sparkled with excitement. What's even more abnormal is that the bonus of agility to attack speed and movement speed is much higher than that of ordinary warriors, and it's already the same as the bonus coefficient of assassin's shooter. And this passive, this active skill, isn't I really dreaming? Sergio excitedly pinched himself fiercely. Damn it, it doesn't hurt. Before he could continue to ravage his thigh muscles, a system beep came again. Sergio's heart trembled, and he couldn't help but exclaim in surprise, surprisingly, there are still opening benefits. Ding, congratulations on obtaining the Super God level profession. Colorful Sword God. You will receive a reward of 10,000 reputation points and 10,000 gold coins for the entire region of the Apocalypse continent. You will be awarded the title of Light of Apocalypse. The Light of the Apocalypse. Title: All factions in the Apocalypse continent have a status level of +1. Placed in the backpack to take effect. Young man, you are actually a Viscount. The village chief beside him was also confused at this moment. In this short moment, Sergio's character's reputation value reached 10,000 points, and his identity was automatically promoted to Baron. In addition, with the powerful title of Apocalypse, his status was once again elevated and he became a Viscount. The status of Viscount, in the eyes of a novice village chief, is completely unattainable. In this sudden shock, the village chief's grandfather's hands and feet seemed somewhat at a loss. In his panic, he even knelt down and saluted Sergio. Farewell, Viscount. The village chief widened his eyes and looked at Sergio in astonishment. Obviously, he did not expect that the young man saved by his granddaughter in front of him was actually a noble Viscount. I can't do it, I can't do it. Grandpa village chief, even if I break the curse. You are my life-saving benefactor. Seeing the village chief about to kneel down, as an excellent young man who always likes to help his grandfather cross the road, he quickly helped up the village chief's grandfather. Grandpa village chief, you can see my current situation. My past memories are still blurry, and my cultivation has been restored to its original form. Therefore, I want to stay in this village for a longer period of time and experience and grow in the surrounding areas. Therefore, I will have to work hard for you to take me in for a longer period of time. In addition, I hope the village chief grandfather will keep my Viscount's identity confidential for the time being to avoid disturbing everyone. As he spoke, he temporarily closed his Viscount's identity on the panel to show others. Okay, Viscount. I see it's getting late today. You're better off from your injury. It's better to eat something as soon as possible and rest early. It's dangerous outside the village at night. The trembling village chief was humble and respectful, afraid to look up. Then he lowered his head and turned around, instructing his granddaughter Xiaozhu to prepare food. Are you really the Viscount? Xiaozhu watched as her grandfather left the table. Her agile little eyes blinked incessantly, curious and nervous, staring at Sergio. How, knowing that I am a Viscount makes you uncomfortable? Sergio smiled lightly, trying to ease her nervousness. She nodded and whispered, what about the Viscount? Grandpa said he's a very big official. Let's eat. Don't think so much. Without you saving me, there wouldn't be the Viscount in front of you. He picked up a piece of fresh and tender fish and gently placed it in her bowl. You're right, I actually saved a big shot. The little girl's face was filled with a pure and flawless smile. After eating and drinking, Sergio took out a gold coin and gently placed it on the trembling hands of the old village chief. Grandpa village chief, you saved me and took me in. I can't just eat and drink from you for free. Take it, please accept it. How can this be done? A petty person cannot accept it. The village chief widened his eyes, with a hint of disbelief and excitement in his voice. Don't refuse, this is my request. I spoke firmly. In the novice village of Tianqi continent, the value of a gold coin is significant enough to allow the villagers of this small village to live a few months of comfortable life. In the novice village, double-digit copper coins are enough to support a simple transaction. And one gold coin can be exchanged for 10,000 copper coins. Seeing Sergio's resolute attitude, the village chief finally stopped refusing and cautiously took the gold coin, his eyes shining with gratitude and awe. Thank you very much for your generous reward, sir. I am extremely grateful. At night, Sergio sat quietly in the courtyard, looking up at the dazzling starry sky. Thousands of thoughts flow through the heart like shooting stars, diverse and complex. To be reborn in such a way. However, it seems quite good. Players are about to enter the game in 10 days, and I need to clean up all the good things that can be dug up in the beginner village before the players arrive. Then, with NPC panel permissions, I can harvest a wave among the players. Sergio took a long breath and said, since God sent me here, then some plans need to be on the agenda. Money, strength, status, and golden fingers. In this life, what nonsense Kun Xiao, Yu Chang, and Yu Feifei. Let me see how I have stepped all of you into the abyss one by one. The so-called foolish and pure Sergio from the previous life has completely passed. Chapter 3. Damage from explosions. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Apocalypse. I'm here again. Early the next morning, Sergio officially began his upgrade journey in the wilderness outside the novice village. At this moment, he was holding the best short sword weapon he could buy from a blacksmith's shop, which cost him a whopping 500 copper coins. Iron Sword's excellent short sword, level 1, physical attack +3, whiteboard. Wearing the best armor purchased by a tailor, this leather armor can increase defense by 2 points. Besides, there is no equipment left. In the game of Apocalypse, the items on the NPC store's sales list are both scarce and poor. Everything can only rely on oneself. Fortunately, at the beginning, Sergio carried 10,000 gold coins. I don't feel any pain when buying medicine. He bought 100 bottles of Newbie Village HP and Northern Mariana Islands potions, each with a 5-second reply of 50 points and a price of 100 copper coins per bottle. When fighting monsters, it can be used as water to drink. It's just so arrogant. What is the most important about NPC? Of course, life is the most important. He passed through the first to second level monster areas of rabbits and goats all the way, which was not very challenging. With my own strength, there shouldn't be any pressure to single out a level 3 monster. And there's also potion support, so I don't panic at all. Sergio quickly arrived at the refresh area of the level 3 monster Wild Dog. After checking the attributes of the Wild Dog, it has an attack power of 15, a defense of 4, and an HP of 150. Well, it's not a big problem. I need to be careful to dodge the attack of the Wild Dog. Now I only have 50 health, so I can only hit it 4 times at most. Sergio estimated in his heart. Then he touched the Wild Dog resting under a tree. Wong, Wong. The Wild Dog, resting, felt Sergio's approach and ill intentions. It stood up and barked fiercely at Sergio, as if as soon as Sergio approached, it would definitely bite him first. Barking incompetently. Take my sword. Sergio swung his short sword and stabbed the dog's head. 0.16, well, the level suppresses 40% damage, but the impact is not significant. The damage is still considerable. Sergio was very satisfied with his attack power. After taking a sword of 90.9, the Wild Dog quickly counterattacked and opened its mouth to bite. But as the Wild Dog's counterattack was about to fall on Sergio, he immediately released his skill 5 slash. Suddenly, the Wild Dog's counterattack was interrupted by the repulsive effect of the 5 consecutive slashes. The entire dog was repelled by a distance of 1 meter. The subsequent slashes of the 5 consecutive slashes slide continuously, and the Wild Dog remains in a situation of being repelled and controlled, with no fighting power. 16, 0.16, 0.16, 0.16, 0.16. 5 consecutive damage numbers emerged from the Wild Dog, and with the final blow, the Wild Dog was thrown into the air. Seizing the opportunity, Sergio once again stabbed the Wild Dog's lower abdomen with a sword. Immediately after, when the Wild Dog landed, another skill was released, /.16, EP1-10.18. After being released with a slash, he quickly retreated and pulled himself apart. At this moment, the wild dog only had a thin trace of blood left. When the wild dog pounced on him, Sergio swung out a sword again, and at the same time, he was bitten by the wild dog, causing his HP to drop by 15 points. Continue to move and move away, without getting entangled with the wild dog up close, it's still one last turn away. General attack. 16. The interval between regular attacks has passed, and the last regular attack of 99 is launched. The wild dog, which was about to cause him further harm in mid-air, let out a whimpering sound from its mouth, and then it completely belched. Ding, go beyond the level to defeat monsters, gain 20 by 140% experience equals 28 points, and earn 2 copper coins. Cool. The first level monster rabbit only has 5 experience points, so it's still comfortable to level up and brush. Sergio was very happy, brushing 4 wild dogs will elevate you to level 2. Looking back on his past life, it seems that it took him almost 2 hours to advance from level 1 to level 2. There's no way, there are too many players. I can't even grab any monsters. Dogs. Take your life to give Grandpa experience. Sergio shouted loudly. In less than 10 minutes, the 4th wild dog fell and the upgrade prompt sounded in time. Ding, upgrade to level 2. Gain 10 free attribute points. 99 was momentarily stunned when he heard the prompt. Upgrade 1 level and add 10 attribute points. Normal professions add 5 points, and those holy level professions in previous lives seem to only add 7 attribute points when upgraded. Moreover, the attribute bonus coefficient is definitely not as high as oneself. Sergio was shocked. Overall, compared to ordinary professions, they are more than just a little bit stronger. It's not inferior to being a super god level profession. This basic attribute and achievement are so strong. In this way, my attribute points can almost crush monsters of the same level. Overcoming monsters will be no problem at all. Give it your all in the early stages. With 5 consecutive cuts of chain control, attack is the king's way. 99 made a decision in an instant. After adding points, Sergio looked at the physical attack attribute in the character panel, which had already reached 75 points, and even suspected that he had activated cheats. It seems like we need to continue increasing the difficulty for ourselves, Sergio thought to himself. Why don't we go see level 5 monsters? Sergio quietly passed through the level 4 monster wild boar area, walked out of a small shrub forest, and arrived at a grassland where a clear river meandered. And slime, like colorful water balloons, lives on the grass by the river. Slim, level 5, attack 28, defense 5, health 250. First, let's try the damage and level up to deal monsters. The level suppression is very powerful. Although you have high attributes, after suppressing the level, the numerical algorithm is completely different. Up. Eat me with a slash. Sergio aimed at a slime and unleashed his slash skill point 44. Sure enough, at level 3, you can only deal less than half of the damage. But damn it, you still have to die. 5 consecutive slashes. Just as Slim jumped up and was about to smash him with his body, he used the same routine as hitting a wild dog, using 5 consecutive slashes to directly interrupt Slim's attack state. Continuously dealing 5.44 damage, Slim's body with 250 health points fell directly to the ground. His swollen body, like a deflated ball, quickly shrank and turned into a puddle of water, belching. Ding, go beyond the level to defeat monsters, gain 60 by 160% experience equals 96 points, and obtain 5 copper coins. Equip with Slime Staff. Slime Staff, level 5, magic attack 12, whiteboard. Occupation, mage, pastor. I dropped my equipment again, and it's at level 5. Keep it, keep it. Upgrading your super god level ring requires swallowing 100 pieces of equipment. Shurjo exclaimed at how lucky her luck was. This experience bonus, if you hit 3, you can level up. It's refreshing. Maybe I can reach level 10 in one day today. The temptation of upgrading filled Shurjo's brain. When the 5 consecutive slashes cool down and my skills improve, Slim will only have the chance to be instantly killed by me. He will directly level up without damage and brush monsters. Shurjo was very excited. The 20-second cooldown time quickly improved, and he continued to search for the next slime. Slash. 5 consecutive slashes, ding, gain 96 experience points and 5 copper coins, ding, gain 96 experience points, 5 copper coins, and equip with slime cloth armor tops, ding, upgrade to level 3 and gain 10 free attribute points. Shurjo continued to exert all his strength, and his attack power skyrocketed once again, reaching 128. He also changed the equipment of the original tailor shop and increased Shijiuruo's defense by 3 points. He walked and stopped all the way, and after 30 minutes, he had arrived at the area of the 8th level monster goblin. His level has also successfully reached level 5, and the upgrade can be described as very rapid. Levels 6 and 7 belong to the territory of venomous snakes and wasps, and attack with poison. He chose to bypass directly. With all his strength added, although his attack power exploded on the table, his HP was still only a pitiful 50 points. Advanced monster, if you touch it twice, you'll end up burping your butt. Poisoned ones are even more difficult to beat. First, let's try to see if Goblin is easy to fight. If it's not easy, we can only go back and brush slime first, and use some equipment to arm ourselves. Shurjo thought to himself. Goblin, level 8, attack 40, physical defense 16, health 400. Skill, hammer strike, deals 120% damage, stuns for 1 second. A 40 level attack, combined with a 60% level suppression, if you hit me, I'll have a hiccup. Looking at Goblin's attributes in front of me, Shurjo didn't act rashly. Looking at my current attack power of 228 points, the actual single damage after level suppression should be around 100. 5 consecutive slashes can instantly kill one goblin. But I have to find someone who's left alone. Shurjo had a plan in her heart. The area of goblin belongs to the horde monster zone, many of which are in groups of 3 or 5. Moreover, there are also some long-range professions such as archers and mages, who must be extremely careful. On the outskirts of the tribe, he carefully targeted the lone melee-type goblins. Start the general attack and end with 5 consecutive cuts. Quickly resolve the battle. Ding, gain experience points of 120*160% equals 192. Get goblin leg guards. When Shurjo killed the 3rd goblin, his equipment exploded again. Goblin leggings, level 5, physical defense plus 3, HP plus 20. What a colorful head. When I'm dozing off, I'll send you a pillow and add HP equipment. The upgrade experience for level 5 requires 1,600 points. You also need to brush 5 more goblins. Chapter 4. Level 10 per day. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ding, upgrade to level 9 and gain 10 free attribute points. After hunting more than 100 goblins and almost slaughtering all the goblins that could catch single ones, Shurjo also achieved his wish and reached level 9. And time, less than 4 hours have passed. It seems that upgrading to level 10 today is a definite thing. Shurjo opened his attribute panel and, with a high chance bonus, Goblin almost contributed almost a complete set of equipment to him. Unfortunately, they are all white boards, and the explosion rate of bronze equipment for ordinary monsters can be almost negligible. NPC 99 level. 9, experience, 26/25600, occupation. Colorful sword god. Super god level strength. 85, agility 7, intelligence 5, physical strength 8, spirit 5, HP 120, MP 50 physical attack for 28, magic attack 5, physical defense 9, magic defense 0 attack speed of 7%, movement speed of 7% critical hit rate of 5%, critical damage of 20% lucky value. 1 plus 30, poor, you are an unfortunate person, skills. Super God level resurrection technique, stored 1 times, owie. Colorful sword heart, passive level 1, slash, 5 consecutive slashes equipment. The Ring of Universal Gods, Stage 1, Iron Swords excellent short sword, level 1, physical attack plus 3 goblin shin guard, level 5, physical defense plus 3, HP plus 20 goblin top, level 5, physical defense plus 4, HP plus 20 goblin shoulder guards, level 5, physical defense plus 2 goblin shoes, level 5, agility plus 2 goblin stamina necklace, level 5, stamina plus 3. You can take a look at the area of level 10 monster wild wolves. The only troublesome point is that wild wolves belong to social wild monsters, with at least 3. Sergio looked at his powerful attribute panel and had a new plan in his heart. Give it a try with HP potions. Even if you're fighting a pack of 3 wolves, you should be able to do the same. After estimating the damage, Sergio still wanted to give it a try. Novice village, only wild wolves can explode level 10 equipment. He must go. Without the support of level 10 equipment, Sergio believed that he would definitely not be able to single out the novice village boss Silver Wolf King. This is his goal for today. Don't miss the boss that refreshes once a day. Sergio wants to quickly accumulate his early advantages. Then roll the snowball. He bypassed the central area of the 9th level monster Ghost Mage, the only type of remote magic in the novice village, and headed straight for Wolf Valley. The Ghost Mage attacks very high and has a long range, so there are basically no lone rangers willing to brush here. After all, before touching someone at the beginning, they may be almost hit by a spell. However, the item produced by the Ghost Mage, which is still extremely popular even in the beginner's village, is still worth brushing. As she passed by, Sergio remembered something. There is the existence of that thing, and once the player reaches level 7 or 8, the training point of this Ghost Mage will be overcrowded in the beginner's village. 15 minutes later, passing through the refresh point of the Ghost Mage, Sergio arrived at the Wolf Valley. There are a lot of wolf packs here. In groups of 3 or 5, there are even more than 10 wolf packs. Sergio found a pack of 3 wolves and prepared to take action. Lucky, there's actually an elite monster left, he said. Wild Wolf, level 10, physical attack 50, defense 20, HP 500. Skill, Bite, deals 120% damage and can trigger a bleeding state, losing 5 HP per second for 5 seconds. The elite version of the Wild Wolf has an overall attribute that is 1.5 times that of a regular monster. Sergio estimated, he can only suffer up to 3 times, and if he triggers bleeding, he can only suffer up to 2 times. Be careful. As an NPC now, he is very desperate. He is not as capable of unlimited resurrection as players. Each NPC in the game, unless there is an NPC priest's resurrection spell. Otherwise, if you die, you will also die. Even the player's resurrection spell cannot be saved. Sergio only entered the attack range of the wolf pack, and 3 wild wolves immediately bared their teeth and rushed towards him. Aim at an ordinary wild wolf, start with an ordinary move and then strike with a slash, .324, .356. Directly and instantly. When the first wild wolf fell to the ground, the attack of the elite wild wolf also landed on him. .74. Sergio, it hurts so much. If you hit it again, you'll have to kneel. Sergio was shocked and urgently knocked on a bottle of novice HP potion. Retrieve some health. Then release the 5 consecutive slashes, .304, plus 10, .304, .304, plus 10. The elite wild wolf was continuously repelled, and then was instantly killed by the 3rd strike of 5 consecutive slashes. As the elite wild wolf was killed by him, the final attack of the wild wolf finally fell. 49 At this point, Sergio only had 37 health points left and could no longer withstand any further attacks. However, there are still the last 2 attacks left in the 5 consecutive slashes. Sergio will not give the last wild wolf another chance to attack him. Defeat. 324.324 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. The body of the wild wolf was picked up and fell to the ground with a bang. It's a close call. Fortunately, I drank the blood bottle in time and pulled back my health a bit, otherwise I would have hiccuped. 3 wild wolves contributed a total of 680 experience points. Moreover, the elite monster did not disappoint expectations and equipped him with explosive equipment, still at the bronze level. Wild Wolf Elite Leg Guard, level 10, physical defense plus 12, HP plus 80, strength plus 2, bronze level. Unfortunately, we can't equip it yet. Otherwise, our survival ability can be greatly improved. 99 is a bit regretful. To double the experience to level 10, it requires over 25,000 experience points. 3 wolf packs can contribute 680, which means I need to kill nearly 40 wolf packs to level up. The task is heavy and the road is long. Sergio sighed. Next, let's dance on the tip of the knife. The 3 wolf packs still put a lot of pressure on Sergio, who is an NPC. Pull monsters, take positions, and try to minimize the risk of death by only facing the attack of a wild wolf when he attacks himself. The NPC attribute that cannot be resurrected at will and the painful experience of only dying once make him more excited and serious in this environment facing survival pressure. Fortunately, the killing techniques of the past 10 years have been deeply engraved in Sergio's bones. This scene is enough for Sergio to handle. More than 3 hours have passed, and the afternoon sunshine is already scorching. When there were still the last 3 bottles of HP medicine left, the system upgrade prompt finally sounded. Ding, upgrade to level 10 and gain 10 free attribute points. Ding, activate NPC-related functions. Please check it yourself. Ding, open the NPC Experience Reserve Pool, which can only be used for task release rewards. Ding, the mission of the Rainbow Sword God profession has been released. Please take a look. Facing life and death tests and high-intensity battles at any time also made him slightly tired. But the harvest is full. There are already over 40 pieces of equipment in the ring space, and under the influence of 31 lucky points, each wolf pack must explode at least 1 piece of equipment. A complete set of bronze equipment that could be worn was now selected by him. The time has come for a change of guns. Sergio was very excited. Wolf Bronze Top, level 10, physical defense plus 13, stamina plus 5, strength plus 1 Wolf Sprint Short Boots, level 10, agility plus 5, stamina plus 2 Wild Wolf Elite Shoulder Guard, level 10, physical defense plus 10, strength plus 2 Wild Wolf Elite Belt, level 10, stamina plus 8, spirit plus 4 Wolf Necklace, level 10, HP plus 100, MP plus 80, strength plus 5. Unfortunately, I haven't come up with any weapons that I can use, let alone swords. I haven't seen any warrior weapons before. Damn it. What's wrong with a weapon? Sergio, who was wearing level 10 equipment, was indignant. Replacing the entire set of equipment, Sergio found that his attack power had reached the terrifying 528, his health had reached 380, and his physical defense had also reached 35. I have preliminary confidence in facing that boss alone. Sergio flipped through the task system and took a look at the newly released Profession Transformation task, hunting 500 elite monsters, currently 0. Players should be able to complete it before they descend. Just come here and brush the elite wild wolves more often. Let's go back to the city first. At this point, Sergio had already felt a clear sense of hunger in the character. If you don't eat yet, it will affect your attributes. Prepare the supplies, then come and kill that boss. Shurjo gazed into the depths of the Wolf Valley. Chapter 5. Beginner Village Boss First Kill. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Shurjo tore up the scroll and returned to the city. After 5 seconds, he returned to the teleportation point in the novice village and headed straight to the village chief's house to eat. In the game of Apocalypse, both players and NPCs will starve to death if they don't eat anything for a long time. After eating and drinking enough, he purchased 100 bottles of novice HP medicine from the pharmacy. Heading straight for Wolf Valley again. Before it gets dark, he must take down the Silver Wolf King boss today. At the end of the Wild Wolf Valley, under a wide cliff, the Silver Wolf King is lying comfortably on the ground basking in the afternoon sun. Around it, there are also 5 elite Wild Wolf guards. Silver Wolf King, Level 10, Silver Boss, Attack Power 175, Physical Magic Defense 60, Health 5000. Skill 1, Roar, increases your attack power by 20% and movement speed by 10% for 10 seconds. Skill 2, Stampede, deals 120% range damage. All targets within the stun range for 1 second. Skill 3, Strong Bite, deals 120% damage, causes 20 bleeding damage per second, lasts for 5 seconds. Attribute is a bit top-notch, 3 skill bosses. Also bring 5 guards. If you're tough on the front, you won't be able to fight. It seems that you can use the hatred range technique to deal with these guards first. Shurjo had already arrived near the boss, and after seeing the attributes of the Silver Wolf King, he hesitated for a moment. The hatred range of elite wolves and bosses does not always overlap. And this gave him the opportunity to attract the hatred of elite wild wolves and solve it first. It is very important to determine the timing of overlapping hate ranges, which requires players to have a clever grasp of their positioning skills and the distance between wild monsters. However, for Shurjo, a technology player who has been playing for 10 years, it can only be said that basic skills. Opportunity. An elite wild wolf suddenly broke away from the boss's hatred range and took a few steps outside. Shurjo's dormant figure moved and immediately stepped out towards the elite wild wolf's range. Sure enough, it only attracted the hatred of this wild wolf. The boss and several other elite wild wolves remained indifferent. After pulling it out and completely breaking free from the boss's hatred range, a total of 90.1 ordinary attacks and 1 slash directly resulted in this elite wolf monster. Crafted in the same way, Shurjo is like a lion staring at its prey, appearing extremely patient, only taking action when the elite wild wolf steps out of the boss's hatred range in a few staggered steps. It took half an hour to pull out these 5 elite wild wolves and solve them. Shurjo stepped forward again, his calm gaze fixed on the boss. Next, it's time for us to face off against each other. He stepped into the boss's hate zone with 1 step. The boss finally woke up in shock, opened his eyes, and found that all 5 of his guards were gone. With a whimper, the boss stood up, seemingly convinced that 99 was the culprit behind the disappearance of the wild wolf guard, and without saying a word, flew over. Ha, great! General attack, 5 consecutive slashes, general attack, slashes. A highly skilled set of non-invasive control combos poured down on the Silver Wolf King. Eating the flying effect. It's great, take 2 more swords from me. Seeing the boss also being struck by the last strike of the 5 consecutive slashes, I was delighted. So, there's no need to worry. Shurjo knew that he was determined to win. In a short moment, 8 high damage appeared from the head of the Silver Wolf King. 464 times 7, 0.503. The Silver Wolf King, with a total health of 5,000, has a sharp decrease in health to only over 1,200. The Silver Wolf King felt pain and let out a roar. A burst of red light appeared on his body, and his attack power and speed were improved. He quickly rushed over and aimed at Shurjo's waist, which was a biting skill. 169, trigger bleeding damage. 0.20. Shurjo was not idle either, and after repairing the Wolf King's sword, he quickly took medication. 467, 20 plus 10, 20 plus 10, 20 plus 10, you can withstand another attack from the Wolf King. After taking the medicine, the lost health slowly recovered and has now returned to over 170. Shujio felt slightly relieved in her heart. And the Wolf King only has 2 damage points left. So, Shujio must complete a dodge action. Seeing the Wolf King pounce again, he turned to his side and skillfully dodged, coming to the back of the Wolf King and stabbing his chrysanthemum with a sword in the opposite direction. 935. A golden number popped up. Oh, it actually triggered the double attack of the passive skill. This is the first time that Shujio has dealt double the attack damage. Watching the Silver Wolf King's heavy body fall on the grass, Shujio took a long breath and said, "It's okay. It's quite thrilling." The Wolf King still has a range control attack skill that has not been used before it hangs. Ding, gain 10,000 experience. Get 10 gold coins. Equip with the Wolf King ring, Silver White long sword, and Wolf King armor top. Obtain the first kill of the Silver Wolf King boss. Reward 20 coins, 500 reputation, and 1 silver treasure chest. Joy of Harvest, 3 silver kits. The system also rewarded a silver treasure chest. I'm afraid it's not because the Silver Wolf King's pants have been exposed, Shujio chuckled in his heart. The first kill of each boss is indeed a big bang. The most crucial thing is that he finally has a sword weapon he can use to exchange. Silver White long sword, level 10, physical attack plus 63, strength plus 8, agility plus 5, critical hit rate plus 3%, silver level. Wolf King ring, level 10, strength plus 12, agility plus 10, vampire plus 5%, silver level. Wolf King armor top, level 10, physical defense plus 23, stamina plus 8, strength plus 3, silver level. Replace all. Shujio looked at his attributes again, with 700 attacks, 410 health, and a dual speed of 25%. Cool. Shujio estimated the damage and then attacked this boss. With just one combo, you can instantly kill this boss. Returning to the city, today's task has been completed. It's almost evening, rest well. Continue tomorrow. Shujio was very satisfied with today's harvest. The next day, the rising sun rises in the east. After a good night's sleep, Shujio, feeling refreshed, set off again towards the Wolf Valley. Bring some dry food, don't go back to the village for supplies at noon. Starting today, we will sweep the level 9 and level 10 wild monster areas, quickly accumulate experience reserves and equipment. Shujio has already made plans for today. This is a treasure trove of resources for him to interact with players in the future. After all, he is not like other fixed NPCs who can use the resources provided by the system. He can only find ways to accumulate on his own. This monster brushing speed is really satisfying. Charge all the way. With his current attack of up to 700, all monsters in the novice village, except for elite wolves and bosses, can be instantly killed with just one regular attack. The speed of clearing monsters has far exceeded the speed of refreshing regional monsters. So, the level 9 ghost mage not far away was also listed as the target of 99's kill. Ding, obtain low-level attribute capsules. After killing a ghost mage, Shujio revealed a specific drop that was previously popular in this previous game. Low-level attribute capsules. After use, there is a 5% chance to randomly increase 1 point of 5-dimensional attribute points, with each attribute point's upper limit increased by 1 point. Although the probability is low and can only be increased by 1 point, all 5-dimensional attributes can be increased by 1 point. For ordinary players, it is equivalent to upgrading 1 level more. Moreover, this thing has a decent explosion rate, so in the past life, after players discovered this thing, the refresh point of the ghost mage quickly exploded. And now, this fish pond, no, the entire novice village fish pond, has been fully contracted by him. Throughout the whole day, Sergio almost brushed the ghost mage and the entire Wolf Valley back and forth twice. By the evening, Sergio's experience reserve pool had accumulated to 130,000. The ring space for level 5 whiteboard equipment has reached 60+, with over 70 pieces of level 10 whiteboards and 11 pieces of bronze equipment. In addition, today's refreshed boss has also exploded 2 pieces of silver equipment. A total of 83 low-level attribute capsules were obtained. Returning to the city, go ahead and eat. The great method of personality and metaphysics. After returning to the city, looking at these dozens of low-level attribute capsules, Sergio shouted loudly. The attribute points given for free must be neat and complete. Shit, where's the power? After consuming all 83 capsules, Sergio found that only a little bit of physical strength, a little agility, and a little intelligence were randomly assigned. Keep going tomorrow. You can't stop taking the medicine, lie down. Use it hard. Chapter 6. The Girl Player's Arrival. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Over the next 8 full days, Sergio devoted herself to accumulating primitive wealth. The Ghost Mage and Wild Wolf Valley, 2 leveling areas in Novice Village, are ravaged by him every day. Tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, players will officially arrive. He felt a slight excitement in his heart. Under the influence of players, the apocalypse world will also experience ups and downs. Open the ring space and gaze at the abundant harvest. Just wait for tomorrow's players to come and officially embark on the first wave of harvesting journey. Level 5 whiteboard equipment, over 400 pieces. Level 10 whiteboard equipment, over 600 pieces. 10 bronze level equipment, 64 pieces. Level 10 silver equipment, 11 pieces. Low-level attribute capsules. After consuming more than 100 full 5-dimensional attributes again, there are still 510 left. Sergio's equipment has also been updated with a silver-level leg guard and a silver-level belt. You can now upgrade the Ring of the Universe God. Let me see how strong you are at level 2. Sergio excitedly clicked the upgrade button. Ding, will you devour 100 pieces of equipment to elevate the Universe God's Ring of Life to stage 2? Sure. 99 is full of anticipation. It seems that my body is trembling a bit. In the ring, a whole 100 pieces of equipment suddenly shattered into a stream of light. Then the stream of light streaks out and all is injected into the ring. Ding, the Universal God's Ring of Life awakened to stage 2. Soon, he received a system prompt and successfully upgraded. Universal God's Ring of Life. Special Super Artifact, Awakening Phase 2. The origin is unknown. Lucky value plus 100. Comes with unlimited space, automatically picking up dropped items, and items cannot be dropped. Additional skill. Super God level resurrection technique, every 12 hours, can accumulate 1 resurrection. Each resurrection requires 100% of the maximum experience value of the current level, with a maximum accumulation of 10 times. Can bind up to 3 resurrection points. Awakening Stage 3 condition. Devour 200 bronze level equipment above level 10. 100 lucky points. I remember correctly, the upper limit of the system's lucky points seems to be 100, right? Sergio was confused. Quickly open the character attribute panel. As expected, in his attribute bar, the lucky item is directly displayed with a single word, full. Is this the power of supernatural equipment? You should know, this is the Awakening Stage 2. After all the Awakening Stages 9, how awesome would that be? Sergio's mood couldn't be calmed for a long time. He let out bursts of laughter. The little pearl inside the room muttered softly, he can't be crazy, can he? What's the name of the ghost in the big night? What a strange person. After a long time, Sergio finally stopped his seemingly sinister behavior and said, "Unfortunately, the task hasn't been completed yet, it's still half done. The number of elite monsters in the novice village is still too small. After obtaining the second-level town, go to the secret realm." Sergio sighed slightly. Lying on the recliner in the village chief's courtyard, Sergio looked up at the starry sky. Touch the ring on your hand. Thinking about those people and things from the past. Place the items in the ring in the NPC's transaction box function for pricing. Firstly, nature is a low-level attribute capsule. 1/500 copper coin. In the early stages, this will definitely ignite the market and quickly amplify its familiarity and position among the player community. If the capsule is randomly assigned to the main attribute, it can be directly converted to attack power. For first-level players, this is a huge improvement. After the game officially opens tomorrow, the currency system of the game will be integrated with the real-world currency system. 1 world coin can be exchanged for 100 copper coins. That is to say, 1 gold coin is equal to 100 yuan. However, at the beginning of this month, players can recharge up to 10 gold coins and 500 copper coins per capsule, so players should be able to afford it. Use 5 world coins. Low cost gives oneself an opportunity to enhance and lead other players at level 1. What if one randomly reaches the main attribute? Gambler psychology, never outdated. He believes that many people will be willing to pay for this opportunity. Moreover, the recharged money doesn't need to be spent to enhance strength. Is it still being saved or waiting for appreciation? You should know that there is a 10% handling fee for reverse exchange of world currency. Moreover, the exchange rate is not fixed, and the system automatically adjusts based on the supply-demand ratio of the in-game market. But the maximum does not exceed the forward exchange ratio. Recharge and don't spend it, and then exchange it back, which may result in a loss of money. Of course, there will also be some black markets, and in the early months of the game, in order to raise a large amount of coins, the proportion of money offered may be higher than the system's. Forget it, this is not something I should consider. I can't use world coins anymore. Those who have gold coins are the masters. Sergio shook his head and chuckled to himself. A level 5 white outfit with 1,000 copper coins for weapons, 500 copper coins for armor, and 1,500 copper coins for jewelry. Well, that's it. Complete all the work. Sergio quietly closed her eyes and enjoyed this peaceful world. In my mind, I recall the scene of his past life in the novice village. It's like a tingling sensation on the scalp. The early stages of the apocalypse are very difficult to endure. In novice villages, there are very few task systems, and only in towns will tasks gradually increase. As for that, in the early stages, players want to team up and go to many levels to deal with monsters. The abnormal setting that suppresses 20% damage at each level will give them a cruel lesson on what single-digit damage is and what being hit by a monster will mean. He had suffered losses in his past life. In the end, I had no choice but to honestly compete with the main army for monsters. The night quietly passes by in my sleep. The real world. On the eastern coast of China, on the second ring road of a second-tier city, there is a dilapidated small apartment and a slightly inexperienced girl standing at the entrance of a room. Still not there. People. Where have you been? It's been 10 days. It just disappeared like this. The police have also looked and said there are no abnormal situations. The woman's heart was filled with doubts and worries. How about I stay here? Wait for him to come back. The girl hesitated. The Tianqi game will start running at 6 p.m., isn't he playing anymore? Or, what really happened to him? The girl's face showed a deep expression of concern. If Sergio saw this scene, he would definitely find that it was the small apartment he lived in when the apocalypse first opened. That year, Sergio, who had just graduated a year ago, aspired to become a professional player and fight in the game due to his superb game operation skills. However, at the beginning, he was extremely poor and destitute. I can only live in such a run-down apartment. And this girl, who had been in the same orphanage as him since childhood, went to college at the same time, and became a professional player, was his only opposite-sex friend at the time, Ginkgo. Later on, he became the pastor and abbot of the Dark Soul Assassin organization that he had developed on his own. However, in her past life, Sergio entered the game and was attracted by the white lotus flower Feifei, leaving her alone in the eyes. Unexpectedly, I never realized that there was another girl who had been following him, accompanying him, and silently guarding him since the orphanage. 10 days ago in this life, Sergio suddenly disappeared from the real world. There was only this one girl, who was still paying attention and worried about his disappearance in this bustling world. She tried every means possible to find his trace. And all of this, Sergio, who was already in the gaming world, was completely unaware. I don't even know, there has always been a girl who silently loves him deeply. In the gaming world. On a new day, the first day of the first lunar month in the Tianqi calendar, as the sun rises at 6 o'clock, countless figures suddenly appear at the resurrection point of the novice village. The first batch of 1 billion players in the world were now distributed to countless novice villages by the system. It has officially arrived. Crouching trough. Who the fuck touches my ass? I'm a man. How realistic. This Tianqi claims to be the first virtual online game to achieve 100% realism, which is indeed not comparable to those games with only 70.8% realism in the past. Oh, I can actually touch my own chest. Isn't that possible in the game? A woman with a face full of anger suddenly exclaimed. It caught the attention of all the men around it. Card wipe. Boom. Suddenly, a thunderbolt flashed by. A newborn player was split into flying ash. Damn it, I said I could touch it myself, but I didn't let you touch it. Dead salted fish. Dead coward. Sleazy man. The woman, who was still very angry just now, cursed loudly. It turned out that a lewd man couldn't help but openly wanted to try the woman's words, which were true and false. In the end, the female player was struck by a lightning strike using the protection system. Come on, there's actually a handsome NPC little brother at the village head's house. And his name is actually yellow. It's different from other NPC green names. A player shouted to his newly acquainted companion to go and take a look. Shocked. This NPC can actually sell things. Low-level attribute capsules, sleeping slots, and good items with added attributes. There are also equipment. There are many equipment. Quick, tell the boss. Sleeping slots, it seems that the boss is not the same as me in a beginner's village. I didn't recharge when I stepped on the horse. Hurry up and recharge. I need to pay 10 gold coins when I stepped on the horse. A player roared up to the sky. When the first player discovered the equipment sales interface of Sergio, they spread the word from 1 player to 10, from 10 players to 1 player. Then, in less than 5 minutes, he became completely popular in the novice village. 10086 Novice Village has a special yellow named NPC selling drugs with attribute points and a large number of level 5 whiteboard equipment. Soon, a popular post appeared on the players' game forum and quickly occupied the top spot on the leaderboard. What does this mean? Why do we have 10086? In our novice village, there is only one village elder grandpa with a water-spirited granddaughter. To be honest, that girl looks really tender. Upstairs, you're a real criminal. Same upstairs. I also want to be punished. By the way, I also want to see this attribute enhancing potion. Adding attributes at the beginning is not enough to lead by a long distance. No, it's only 5 yuan. KRYPT him. Brothers of 10,086, no, girls, let me do it. The discussion about Sergio on the forum is very hot. And all of this, of course, is also closely monitored by Sergio, who has also opened up player game forum permissions. In addition, just as the post reaches the top of the popular list, 90 yet to say a word. All the items have been sold out. Even the level 5 whiteboard equipment that players cannot equip now is sold out. There are still many wealthy people. They are all my coin babies. The player base is too large, there are always those who are not short of money. I received a total of 65 gold coins. Unfortunately, I can't go back to the real world to spend them. Otherwise, this would be at least several thousand yuan, right? Shijio smiled in her heart. Thinking about his past life, he should still be living in that rundown apartment with a small single room of 1,000 for a month. Now that he has successfully fired his first shot in player influence, the coin harvesting game has officially begun. Chapter 7. Pass the SSS dungeon and open the secret realm. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Players officially descend. The adventure journey of the Apocalypse world has officially begun, and the two-way teleportation array between novice villages and towns has also been opened. We need to change places. We still have experience to exchange. Fleece cannot be harvested from a novice village. Shijio saw that the equipment had been cleared and immediately decided to start from the teleportation array and teleport to the Fallen Leaf Town, one of the 48 second-level towns in the eastern continent of the Apocalypse. Then, he teleported from the Fallen Leaf Town to another novice village at 8888. Publish task. Experience exchange task. Level F, a single player can exchange up to 100 experience points per day at character level, with a requirement of 5.10 copper coins for every 1 experience point. Well, this time we'll set 10 copper coins to exchange for 1 experience. Each player can exchange a maximum of 100 experience. 10 yuan is just enough for players to exchange 100 experience, directly reaching level 2. It must be able to cause players to go crazy. Shijio smiled happily. Then I chose to publish the task. Your wife is my wife. Sleeping slot. I didn't read it wrong, did I? That NPC Shijio from Novice Village 10086 come to our 8888 Novice Village. A few players from Novice Village 8888 suddenly noticed Shijio walking out of the teleportation array. This voice immediately stunned all the players in the Novice Village, and the next moment, he was surrounded by the players. Your aunt is also my wife. Can take tasks. 99 here have tasks to take. Tasks are not common in novice villages. Or rather, it is extremely rare. Grip likes high C. Sleeping slot, don't squeeze me. Let me see, sleeping slot. Experience exchange task. You can directly exchange 10 experience points for 1 yuan. Squeezing is healthier. Why bother fighting monsters? It only costs 10 yuan and you can go straight to level 2. Get started. If it's too late, it's gone. The players went completely crazy. Then, in front of Shijio's eyes, groups of players flashed with upgraded radiance. The scene of group upgrade is once again posted by players on the forum, causing a heated discussion. At this time, the players in the novice village of 8888 who were still fighting monsters in the wild and had not bought the city scrolls wished they could grow wings and fly back. The 1.2 million experience points accumulated over a period of 90.9 days were quickly consumed. Meanwhile, copper coin revenue is also rapidly increasing. As forum posts continue to ferment, more and more players are returning to the city from Novice Village on 8888. Not long after, a total of 2,000 players have completed the redemption mission. It is expected to account for 1/5 of the players in this Novice Village. Continue flipping the signs. No more pauses. 99 quickly teleported to other Novice Villages. Number 10,000, 6666, 9999, 1314, 520. The novice village with 5 consecutive special numbers has been favored by Sergio. In less than an hour, the 1.2 million experience reserve pool was completely depleted by players. The novice village players who were not favored are still eagerly waiting for the arrival of Sergio on the forum. I hope this kind of good luck can also fall on me. Returning to the town of fallen leaves, Sergio couldn't help but sigh, how fast. The speed of accumulating wealth has stunned even him. How long has it been since then? The 1.2 million experience reserves have directly turned into 1,200 dazzling gold coins. Having money is like being an uncle. The more money you have, the smoother your plan will be implemented. It's time to go and complete the task. Sergio decided to follow the predetermined plan and complete the task first. The most important thing in the early stage is to make money and enhance personal strength. Some ordinary tasks and so on, I really don't like them now. For him, doing it actually wastes time. Fallen Leaf Town, Sergio has arrived at the side of the dungeon teleportation officer and opened the level 10 dungeon. Cat Demon Jungle. Ding, are you sure you want to choose the difficulty level? Sergio skipped the normal level dungeon and chose a certain number of elite monsters. And the boss is a silver level difficulty level dungeon. But the ultimate goal of Sergio is not yet at the level of difficulty. His goal is the secret realm. To get through the difficulty level SSS score, we can activate the hell level difficulty. Secret place. All the level 14 elite monsters in the secret place are enough for me to complete the rest of the turn. This is the turn task completion plan set by Sergio. Confirm. 99 didn't hesitate and clicked the confirm button. Ding, enter the difficult level dungeon. Cat Monster Jungle. As the scene turns, Sergio has arrived at a dim jungle, surrounded by various colored cat monsters. Without exception, all of these cat monsters have highly poisonous claws. The Cat Demon Jungle Dungeon monster will teach players who have just learned a lesson, ignoring defense and damage reduction poison. For fragile players with only a few dozen HP points in the early stage, how terrifying it is. It is almost impossible for ordinary players to pass this 5-player dungeon without priests and MT. However, in order to obtain richer rewards through dungeons with high ratings, there is often a high demand for output, making it difficult to achieve both. Let's take a look at the attributes first. 99 cats are not far away, checking the attributes of a cat demon. Cat Demon, level 10, attack 55, physical defense 20, magic defense 10, health 500, fierce poison. Each attack comes with poisoning, losing 10 HP per second for 5 seconds. 500 HP, without any deterrent power. Sergio felt relieved in her heart. The so-called poison has no effect on him. Because Sergio wouldn't give the cat demon a chance to attack him at all. Hey monster, suffer death. Sergio grabbed his sword and charged out directly. Along the way, every cat monster was solved with a single sword, and Sergio used extremely high efficiency to clear the cat monsters in the dungeon. In less than 5 minutes, he went straight to the boss. Poisonous Cat Demon King, level 10 silver boss, attack 165, physical defense 55, magic defense 32, health 4800 skill. Intense poison, attacks come with poison, losing 20 HP per second for 5 seconds, double cat claws, swing both left and right claws at the same time, dealing 80% attack damage each. Poison Mist, open your mouth and spit out a ball of poison mist, covering a 10 by 10 range, causing 20 HP/second for 10 seconds. The attack and poison are quite fierce, and the second skill can still deal 160% damage. It may be a bit unbearable to get a set. Sergio glanced at all the attributes of the boss and then looked at his current health of only over 400. Oh, what am I worried about here? Now, I'm the 7-colored sword god. Suddenly Sergio woke up. With 5 consecutive slashes in hand, and a series of moves going on, it didn't even have a chance to touch me. Shujio was full of confidence at this moment. Setting aside worries, Shujio charged directly towards the boss, launched a general attack, connected 5 consecutive slashes, and finally received both general attack and slashes. The 8 plus 600 damage dealt directly cleared the boss's health. The silver level cat demon boss had turned into a corpse before he even touched 91. It's really satisfying to step on a horse. Silver boss, take it with you. Shujio has never felt how easy it is to brush a boss before. Ding, gain 10,000 experience. Get silver equipment, poison stinger dagger, and the assassin's leather boots of the cat demon king. Ding, the clearance time is 6 minutes and 32 seconds. With an SSS level rating, you can pass the difficult level dungeon of the cat demon jungle and receive a dungeon clearance reward of 5,000 by 200% experience points and 5 by 2 coins. Ding, obtain the first difficulty level reward of the cat demon jungle dungeon, reputation plus 500, gold coins plus 50. Silver level treasure chest 1. Ding, upgrade to level 11 and gain 10 free attribute points. A series of system prompts sound. The experience given by the dungeon monster, along with clearance rewards and experience in killing bosses, directly fills the 28,000 experience points required for level 10 to level 11. The 5-piece armor set exclusive to each profession is still very useful, and the added attributes match well with each profession. After level 10, the quality of players' equipment can experience a small enhancement. Shujio glanced at the silver-level assassin equipment he obtained, which has much better attributes than the equipment before level 10. The harvest is very good. There are so many equipment in one instance, and all of them are bronze. This lucky value is really amazing. Shujio counted more than 80 pieces of equipment from various professions in the ring and felt satisfied. As an ordinary player, after completing the entire instance normally, the equipment should not exceed 5 pieces. My explosive rate is really abnormal. Shujio exclaimed at the bonus of his lucky point. Exit the difficult level dungeon. At the bottom of the optional dungeon level of the dungeon teleportation officer, there is already an additional cat demon jungle secret realm. After checking the progress of the mission, there is still 200 left. Clear all the elite monsters in the secret realm to complete the mission. I don't know if I can beat that golden level boss, but if I can't, I won't do it well for now. Complete the task first, and then find trouble with this golden level boss. Shujio had already made a decision in his heart. He was not in a hurry to clear the secret realm, and changing the task was the most important thing. Moreover, players are still at level 1.2. It is impossible for anyone to leave the novice village without more than 5 days. Far ahead of players, Shujio has plenty of time to get the first pass to the secret realm. Chapter 8. 7-Colored Sword God's Turn. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ding, are you sure you want to teleport the cat demon jungle secret realm? This instance is quite difficult, please choose carefully. Okay. Ding, enter the secret realm of the cat demon jungle. Elite cat demon, level 14, attack 110, physical defense 35, magic defense 18, health 1000, skill, fierce poison. Shujio found a lonely one and tried to deal damage. 301. 86, not bad, if you hit me, I'll lose 86 points of health. I can hold on for 5 times. I need to hit 4 times to kill a cat demon. This level of suppression is a bit disgusting. The consistent combo of common attack and 5 consecutive slashes can deal 8 damage. I should be able to kill 2 cat monsters in one set in seconds. At most, it can only attract attacks from 2 cat monsters at a time. Otherwise, there will be danger. Shujio was very careful in his positioning, and after calculating the damage, he started to lure monsters. After finishing this game, we also need to go to the drug store in the town to update the drugs. The novice HP is clearly not keeping up. Sergio looked at the novice potion that can only recover 10 HP per second and whispered. Ding, kill the elite cat demon and gain experience points of 467. Step by step, the cat demon died one by one under Sergio's sword. The number of cat demons in the secret realm is decreasing with the passage of time, and the progress of completing the 91-turn task is also getting closer. Ding, the task of 7-colored sword god's transformation has been completed. Please exit the dungeon and confirm. 30 minutes later. After clearing the elite cat monsters in the secret realm, I finally received a prompt to complete the mission. Moreover, the rich experience bonus for elite monsters has increased to level 13. Upgrading speed is like riding a rocket. There are so many experience points for brushing the secret realm alone, it's just the feeling of taking off. In my past life, I couldn't even think of it. First, exit the dungeon and complete the task, then work on the boss. Before exiting, Sergio glanced at the attributes of the golden boss. Golden Poison Cat Demon, level 14, attack 280, physical defense 92, magic defense 55, health 12,000. The skills are the same, the poisoning effect doubles and the range doubles. This attribute and health are a bit too high. It's completely different from the opponent's current state. You can restore your own vitality with just 2 hits. You've slipped away. There's no need to waste precious resurrection opportunities. Let's see what surprises a spin can bring me first. Sergio couldn't wait to exit the dungeon. Open the task and confirm completion. Ding, complete 1 turn and activate the special equipment part of the profession. The head. Equipment will explode and new heads will be created. Ding, the transformation of the 7-colored sword god profession has been completed, and the skill level of the 7-colored sword heart has been upgraded. Newly learned 2 passive skills and 2 active skills. Ding, congratulations on being the first to complete 1 turn. Reward 1 professional exclusive skill book. Reward 100 coins. Surprise. In just 1 turn, there were 4 additional professional exclusive skills. It's twice as much as a regular profession, and the system also includes a skill book. Got 5 skills. Sergio couldn't wait to click on the skill book to learn. Ding, learn the exclusive skill of the 7-colored sword god. Phantom 3-color slash. Come on, let me see how amazing it is after a spin. Sergio eagerly opened the new skill panel after a spin. Owie. Colorful Sword Heart, level 2 passive. Using sword weapons, critical hit rate plus 10%, critical damage plus 40%, with a 6% chance to deal twice the attack and a 2% chance to reduce the enemy's maximum HP by 2%. Upgradable. Owie. Colorful Sword and Shield, level 2 passive. Using sword weapons, the blocking rate is plus 4%, dealing 20% of the damage, converted into colorful shield. The maximum shield limit is physical attack power, and the shield only lasts for 5 seconds without causing any damage within 5 seconds. 0 shield value. Owie. Colorful Sword Chi, level 2 passive. Using sword weapons, each attack generates additional sword chi, causing group damage to other targets within a small range, with a damage value of 10% of the final attack damage. 5 consecutive slashes, as before, sword pulling full moon slash. Pull out your sword and unleash a 5-meter radius full moon sword aura, dealing 200% physical damage to enemies within range. Cooldown time is 1 minute, and MP50 is consumed. Storm Sting. Burst at 100% movement speed, unleash a storm sword sting forward, dealing 120% physical damage to all enemies along the way, with a maximum advance distance of 10 meters. Cooling time of 30 seconds, consuming MP30 Phantom Tricolor slash. Release 3 layers of Phantom Sword Chi towards the front, each layer dealing 70% physical damage. For every unit penetrated by Sword Chi, damage decreases by 10%, cooldown time is 15 seconds, and MP20 is consumed. This Nima is a bit too strong. Shurjo was shocked in her heart. Level 10 Shurjo now possesses 7 skills, including 3 passive and 4 active. Passive damage enhancement, shield, splash, group attack, control, advanced displacement, burst, with such a multifunctional skill combination. This vocational skill template is really abnormal, it can instantly kill ordinary professions. First, put on the exclusive equipment of the Warrior series, and then improve your survival ability a bit. The 5-piece suit of armor in the Warrior series provides defense and stamina bonuses, second only to Knights. For Shurjo, who has not added stamina attributes at this stage, it still greatly improves his survival ability. This attribute, going to sweep the bronze and silver bosses in the wilderness later, is simply effortless. After putting on the equipment, Shurjo sighed at her own strength. By the way, I still have 2 silver treasure chests. They can be opened now. I hope to have a vocational skill book. This thing is valuable. In the early stage of the 9th festival, in addition to improving strength, a large amount of wealth needs to be reserved, and skill books are super rare high-value items. Ordinary branch professions can only learn 1 passive and 1 active with each turn, and all remaining skills rely on skill books. Therefore, skill books are timeless high-value rare items in the world of Apocalypse. Ding. Obtain silver equipment and Flame Bird's Mage Hat. Ding. Obtain the Sagittarius Hunter skill book. Frozen Trap. Sleeping Slot, skill book. This is a branch profession of the Sagittarius series that focuses on setting traps, mechanisms, and exploration. It is a skill book for hunters. It still comes with a freeze control effect. Good luck, this hand is really red, hahaha. Shurjo laughed wildly, and skills with control are often not cheap. Let's go spend the money first. We can buy everything from the gold shop, and we can come back to the secret realm later today. Shurjo took a step forward and thought about the city hall, starting to focus on his most important task in the early stages. The earlier you buy the shops in the game, the cheaper they become. By the time players leave the beginner's village, it's too late. Therefore, my window period is not long, and it's less than a week. Time is tight, so I need to hurry up. Quickly, Shurjo arrived at the Urban Affairs Hall in the town and found the NPC for the shop transaction. Viscount, do you need to purchase a property? At this moment, a female NPC in charge of receiving approached Shurjo, and a sweet voice sounded, instantly arousing Shurjo's spirit. This NPC girl looks really good. She has grown on a man's G-spot everywhere. Reviving his life and living in a different world of sword magic, he decided not to be pure-hearted anymore. If you should see it, you should see it. If you should get it, you should get it. Shurjo's gaze was immediately drawn to the towering mountains of the NPC girl. As he looked at them, he said, "Bring up the sand table map, I want to buy a shop." Shurjo took a deep breath. It was important to take matters seriously, and did not look at the majestic collar of the NPC girl's ancient robe again. The reluctant gaze turned to the sandbox chart. Then, he directly selected one of the 4 golden shops next to the Revival Point Square among the 108 available properties for sale on the sand table. The current selling price is 500 gold coins. Cheap horse riding. Buy. When the first batch of players leave the novice village and this shop reaches the player's hands, the price can instantly increase by 10 times. And, 1 month from now, when the world currency fully opens up recharge limits, these shops in my hands will be even more valuable. A unique golden location shop, I won't even be able to sell a single one for 50,000 gold coins. Hee hee. Shurjo looked at the shop price in front of him, which was almost equivalent to a free gift, and his heart was filled with excitement. Enhance your strength, explode advanced equipment, hoard experience, harvest players' coins, then exchange them for real estate, and sell them after a month, creating a perfect closed loop. Buy. First, buy the one with the best location, for rooms, which is only 2,000 gold coins. Now I have over 11,000 gold coins on me, so I can buy out 5 gold shops in secondary towns. Sergio didn't hesitate and decided to go ahead. Is Chapter 9 you? You are listening at novelfull.audio. After 10 years of gaming experience, Sergio knows the refresh points of many bosses around secondary towns. At this moment, he is located in the area of an 11th level wild monster, the bullhead monster. In front of him is a giant bull-headed monster bronze level boss. Bullhead monster leader, level 11, attack 135, physical defense 50, magic defense 14, health 5000. Bronze bosses with 2 skills. Completely non-challenging. Sergio sneered at the attributes of this boss. The general attack started, followed by 5 consecutive slashes and moves. 1124, 1125. Level 2 suppression increases damage by 40%, with high damage flowing from the leader of the bullhead monster. Oh, I didn't even enjoy the repelling control effect of my 5 consecutive slashes. Big guys also have the benefits of big guys. Sergio saw that the bullhead monster was only slightly repelled, and even swung his 18-karat steel axe to strike him. 39. Spicy chicken and bullhead people. Even bullhead people have to die. Even before the 5th strike, the leader of the bullhead monster had already fallen to the ground. Contributed over 4,000 experience points and 3 bronze equipment to him, as well as a slight reputation value of 100 points for being killed for the first time. Sergio ran non-stop towards the nearest boss point, strike monsters for a minute, run for a quarter of an hour. However, the harvest was unimaginable. For a whole day, Sergio conquered a boss with an efficiency of about 20 minutes, and by sunset, he had already taken the first kill of nearly 30 bosses in total. The high experience points of killing bosses alone have accumulated over 240,000 in the reserve pool. In addition, he also brought him 24 pieces of grade 10 silver and 87 pieces of grade 10 bronze. True metaphysics, bad comment. There is no helmet with special equipment. 91 roast. After a day of fighting, Sergio's equipment has also been completely refreshed. Solid silver armor warrior top, level 10, physical defense plus 32, magic defense plus 15, stamina plus 8, strength plus 3, silver. Bronze warrior leg guards of rock giant, level 10, physical defense plus 22, magic defense plus 8, strength plus 3, bronze. Magic B silver white warrior boots, level 10, physical defense plus 8, magic defense plus 5, stamina plus 3, strength plus 3, silver. Solid bronze warrior shoulder guard, level 10, physical defense plus 7, magic defense plus 3, stamina plus 2, bronze. The bronze belt of the skull warrior, level 10, with physical defense plus 7, magic defense plus 3, stamina plus 7, and HP plus 120. Bronze. The necklace has also been updated. The skeleton mage's magic restoration necklace is at level 10, HP plus 100, MP plus 150, spirit plus 4, intelligence plus 7, MP recovery plus 1 per second, silver. Go back to the city, do big things. Do the golden boss in the secret realm. 99 remembered that there was also a golden level boss waiting for him in the secret realm, and it was hot. That's all gold level equipment. Ding, enter the secret realm of the cat demon jungle. This passive shield and newly added group damage skill are really amazing. I had to be careful this morning, and now I can completely deal monsters without damage. And fly fast. In just over 10 minutes, he had already returned to the golden cat demon boss. Try my precious skill. This time, I didn't start with a regular attack. As soon as he approached the cat demon within a range of 5 meters, Sergio directly released the skill of sword pulling and moon slash after 1 turn. 1195, 0.240, 0.2%. Oh. Shurjo was pleasantly surprised and lucky enough to trigger the passive Rainbow Sword Heart, directly reducing the boss's health by %. The attacked Golden Cat Demon King erupted and also pounced on Shurjo. At the moment when the Golden Cat Demon King stood up and jumped up, Shurjo's general attack was immediately followed by another skill that had already been released, 5 consecutive slashes. 595, 0.1130, critical strike 1.5 times plus 40%, 0.596, 0.1195, double attack, 0.595, 0.595. Boss's health plummeted directly, with 6 damage dealt and 1 critical strike and 1 double attack. Watching the boss flying in the air with only half of his health remaining, Shurjo received another /.645. Immediately after, the boss landed and once again received his skill, Phantom Tricolor /.416 times 3. After completing a set of skills, I looked at my shield that was already worth over 700. Shurjo felt a sense of inner satisfaction. This is a golden level secret realm boss. Unexpectedly, he had no strength to fight back under his blow. It seems that the Golden Cat Demon is also the first time it has encountered an opponent whose level is one level lower than it, but they have no fighting power against it. So I directly activated its signature skill, Poison Mist. 40, a series of injuries emerged from Shurjo's head. But he didn't panic at all. Direct masturbation. Make another common attack. 595 At the same time, Shurjo was finally hit with an enhanced double cat claw by the Golden Cat Demon King who rushed in front of him. And he was once again given a fierce poison. 231, 231, 40 The shield of Shurjo is now only a trace left. Get out of the toxic fog range first. Be safe. He stared closely at the Cat Demon King and unleashed a gust of wind. With a 100% movement speed bonus, his figure quickly advanced 10 meters behind the Cat Demon King and quickly moved away from the range of the poisonous mist. And the Cat Demon King's head once again showed a damage value of 0.714. The sword and shield amount that was originally completely lost in Shurjo has been restored to over 100 points. After checking the cooldown time of the 5 consecutive slashes, there are still 15 seconds left. And the boss still has less than 3000 health left. The boss with a significantly faster movement speed than Shurjo quickly turned around and charged towards Shurjo again. I can't pull monsters anymore, 2 legs can't run 4 legs. Then, hard steel. He, who had already estimated his health, lifted his sword and moved forward. You have 1 claw, I have 1 sword. Under the protection of vampires and shields, after fighting 2 or 3 swords, Shurjo looked at himself with less than 200 remaining health and pursed his lips with a smile. It's over. I won. Death. 5 consecutive slashes have cooled down. 3 damages emerged, and the Golden Cat Demon King finally lay dead. Ding, congratulations on killing the gold-level Cat Demon King, gaining 22,000 experience points, 2 gold-level equipment, and 3 silver-level equipment. 50 gold coins. Ding, the clearance time is 14 minutes and 28 seconds. Congratulations on completing the Cat Demon Jungle Secret Realm with the SSS score. You will receive a 20,000 x 200% experience point reward and 30 by 200% gold coins for dungeons. Congratulations on completing the first pass to the Cat Demon Jungle Secret Realm, with a reward of 1,000 reputation points, 100 gold coins, and 1 gold-level treasure chest. Golden Cat Demon King's Warrior Belt, Level 10, Physical Defense plus 23, Magic Defense plus 10, Stamina plus 15, HP plus 200, Strength plus 5. Gold equipment is fierce. Shurjo quickly put it on. The experience points of Single Brush Secret Realm dungeons are exceptionally rich, and the pool of 99's reserve experience points has now reached 300,000. In 2 more days, players should be able to reach level 5 or above. Then he can go harvest another wave. This is stabbing the pants of the elite monster. He grinned as he looked at the over 200 bronze-level equipment in the ring. Now, under the influence of full luck, almost every elite monster will contribute a bronze equipment to him. Extremely exaggerated. Universe God Dad. You're so kind to me. Sergio fiercely kissed the Universe God ring in his hand. In the real world, it is still in the room of that dilapidated apartment. At 6 o'clock in the morning. Ginkgo, who withdrew from the game of Apocalypse, is browsing posts on the game forum. Clicking on the top trending post again, watching the figure of the special NPC Sergio, who is highly popular among the player community, creates ripples in my heart. Is that you? 99. But why is it an NPC? What exactly happened to you in reality? Where is the real you now? The girl grabbed her slightly messy hair with force. Or is it really just a coincidence of a duplicate name? For a long time. No, I need to work hard to upgrade. I need to find you. It must be you. Baigua's expression was firm. Brother Sergio, I will go find you, wait for me. Baigua hugged her legs tightly and buried her head in a sizable embrace. The room echoed with sobs. Meanwhile, located thousands of kilometers away in the capital city, the top floor of the headquarters building of Bintian Group, a multinational corporation ranked among the top 100 in the world. A chubby young man who has just retired from the game is sitting in the lounge of this luxurious office, listening to a well-proportioned black silk secretary giving a work report. If Sergio saw it, he would definitely recognize it as one of his former enemies, Li Tianquan, the mastermind behind the yacht. Young master, there are currently 30,000 employees in the first batch of the entire group to enter the game industry. However, they are distributed around the world, and the number of employees in China is about 20,000. Currently, most of them are only at level 2.3. However, the number of employees who have reached level 4 has not exceeded 100 according to statistics. Mad, I see. This game is really his mother hard to play. A small novice village is crowded with tens of thousands of people. The system hardly sells any equipment, and there is level suppression when fighting monsters at higher levels. Even if you don't allow it to be recharged, teaming up and brushing may not be enough. With so many people competing for monsters at the same level, upgrading can only be said to be turtle speed. When did this fat young master suffer from this kind of crime in the game, with a gloomy expression on his face? Yes, young master, but when you reach level 10, you can go to the second level town, and our personnel can gather. Everything will get better. Young master, don't be angry, take your time, and I will extinguish the fire for you. The secretary approached with a charming smile. Hiss. Not bad. I'll reward you well in the afternoon. The chubby young master showed an expression of enjoyment. In about 5 minutes, the young master walked out of the office dressed neatly. Before coming out, he turned around and explained to the slightly disheveled secretary. 1 hour later, a departmental meeting of the Tianqi Game Department will be held in the top meeting room. Please arrange it. I will go down to have breakfast. Good. Cough cough. Good boss. Chapter 10. Gathering Divine Level Medicine Refiners. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. On the second day of the player's arrival, at 6 a.m., Sergio still woke up on time. Continue today's boss and dungeon secret realm sweeping journey. After completing the secret realm clearance last night, Sergio once again gained a reserve experience value of 450,000, 58 pieces of silver equipment, and over 300 pieces of bronze equipment. At the same time, the golden boss who just finished fighting in the secret realm also gave Sergio a basic detoxification potion formula and a helmet for Sergio to use. Mad, I finally got a professional helmet today. 19 complained bitterly about the system. Bronze helmet of Iron Blood Warrior, strength plus 1%, strength plus 5. The helmet part of special equipment increases the 5-dimensional attributes of the profession, which can increase both percentages and fixed values. Bronze adds 1 attribute, silver adds 2 attributes, and so on. Helmets above saint level are said to have additional powerful attributes that enhance skill effects. It can be said that in the later stage, a good helmet with a percentage attribute increase and skill effect improvement can greatly improve the overall character attributes. It's a pity, it's only bronze, and I can't bear to give 1 silver. Shurjo again roast. Shurjo counted the gains during this period and saw the instructions for 2 potions in the ring space. A basic detoxification potion formula that can dissolve toxic states below level 15. Primary detoxification for the next 10 seconds plus 50%. Cooling time of 20 seconds. Beginner HP instantly restores potion formula, instantly restores 100 HP, cooldown time of 20 seconds, shared HP recovery type potion cooldown time. 2 great potions. One for detoxification and the other for saving lives. Both are the types of medicines that players at level 10 need the most. After pondering for a few seconds, Shurjo suddenly thought of a person named Emoli, a god-level NPC alchemist from his past life. In the world of Apocalypse, all the medicines sold in the official store of the system are junk goods, and the medicines can only be produced by alchemists. However, if there is a good alchemist and formula blueprint, they will basically be kept by the guild in the early stage. Therefore, there are very few drugs that can be circulated in the market. Therefore, the demand for potions among the general players was infinitely amplified until the appearance of the NPC, Moli. Emoli was a renowned god-level NPC alchemist in the past life of China. His life experience can be said to be a legendary tale. In the past life, the rise and emergence of Emoli to some extent broke the monopoly of alchemists by guilds. After most players reached level 40, Emoli, who had completely risen, recruited and cultivated a large number of alchemist apprentices using his own understanding and characterization of potion formulas, and cultivated a large number of wild alchemist players. The circulation of good drugs in the market is rapidly increasing, and they cannot be monopolized by guilds anymore. However, Emoli's initial fate was not good. He is a true low-level personnel. However, later on, he relied on his exceptional talent and, after his first appearance, he became unstoppable. He kept cheating and constantly created various medicine recipes, achieving a comeback in life. In the end, the alchemy technique even surpassed the holy level and was awarded the title of God-level alchemist of the Huaxia Kingdom. Enter the imperial city directly. Becoming the imperial alchemist of the Chinese emperor. After taking care of him, don't worry about not getting rich. Shurjo saw these 2 potion formulas and was thinking about how to complete his early profit plan. The figure of Emoli suddenly came to his mind. At this stage, he should still be a young man doing odd jobs in a system pharmacy. He has no money, no way out, and no future. Not to mention becoming an alchemist, it's a good time to start. Shurjo recalled the timeline of his past life about Emoli. In this life, I have to make him my person and serve me alone. Moreover, with my assistance, I believe he can definitely demonstrate his terrifying talent for refining medicine faster. Shurjo had great confidence in gathering Emoli at this moment. Gather a divine-level alchemist who is currently at the lowest point of his life to serve him personally and accumulate wealth. This is the real thing, just stand and earn the money. Players still have to say thank you to Shurjo. If I remember correctly, in my previous life, Moli was working as a laborer at one of the potion shops in Fallen Leaf Town. After teleporting back to Fallen Leaf Town, Shurjo immediately rushed to that potion shop. Fallen Leaf Town Pharmacy. Sure enough, here it is. Shurjo smiled slightly and stood at the entrance of the pharmacy, watching Emoli busily wiping the table in front of the counter. Shurjo strode into the pharmacy and began his collection plan. Feeling someone coming in at the door, Emoli looked up and realized it was actually a viscount. Emoli was panicked and wiped his clothes with both hands, quickly folding them across his chest and bowing to Shurjo. Viscount, do you need to purchase medicine? Mo Lee spoke nervously, stuttering. No, I have other things to do. I won't buy medicine. Shurjo shook her head, I'm looking for you. Shurjo's eyes looked at Mo Lee as if he had seen a treasure, which was his early wealth code. Looking for me. Mo Lee looked puzzled. He is just a pharmacy assistant. What can the esteemed Viscount do to find him? Not necessarily. Test the medicine. Mo Lee was startled in his heart. Big. Adults, Mo Lee became flustered. Working at the pharmacy. He has heard of some big shots in the city who often do things like drug testing. However, those drugs are all banned and cause great harm to the human body. Whatever I do, I'll come find you. Don't worry, it's not a bad thing. It's a big good thing. You don't have to be afraid. Shurjo saw Mo Lee feeling a little flustered and spoke to comfort him. Oh, by the way, we also need to find your boss. Alright, you can call your boss over first. To deal with Mo Lee, the first step is to buy off Mo Lee's business contract from the pharmacy owner. Afterwards, great kindness was bestowed upon Mo Lee. If you don't have anything to do, give him some PUA techniques to make Mo Lee's mood fluctuate greatly. Even if you don't believe him, he won't be able to become his own person. A combination of punches will make him wholeheartedly follow you. Okay. Okay, Viscount, please wait a moment. I'll go and call the boss out right away. Mo Lee, at this moment, showed a lowly demeanor of a low-level person and a fear of a big shot all over his body, not even the demeanor of a god-level alchemist from his past life. In no time, a middle-aged boss with a friendly appearance walked out of the back hall of the store. Sir, may I ask if you need any help? Is it because the medicine in the store can't penetrate your eyes? Or is this guy who doesn't have eyes causing you trouble? The boss also showed great respect to Shurjo, but after saying that, he gave Mo Lee a fierce glare. When Mo Lee hurriedly ran over to find him, he said that a viscount wanted to find him. At this moment, he thought in his heart that Mo Lee had offended Shurjo. Don't worry, I came here today to ask for someone from you. Of course, it's not in vain. Shurjo smiled. What does it mean to have someone? The boss also looked puzzled. I want to buy out his inheritance contract. Shurjo pointed at Mo Lee and expressed his purpose directly. What are you buying him for? Do you need a medicine servant, sir? He doesn't know anything. He always makes mistakes when calculating at the counter. If you need a medicine servant, I have a better candidate to recommend to you. The boss seems to want to continue. Go on, stop and stop. I don't want anyone else, but I want him. You don't need to worry about what you buy him for. Just say how much money you need, and I'll give you a penny now. Shurjo raised his hand impatiently and interrupted the boss. Oh, I'm sorry, Viscount. I was too talkative. When he signed his deed, I spent a whole 2 gold coins, plus some other miscellaneous expenses for buying things, which cost me a lot of money. How about? Your Highness, you give me 5 gold coins. At least, you can't let me lose money, can you? The boss asked tentatively. I'll give you 50 gold coins. Can you help me with something else? Shurjo waved his hand and threw the 50 gold coins directly onto the counter. Hello, sir. You say, what's going on? Upon seeing that Shurjo had given him 50 gold coins directly, just to buy out a servant's deed, the boss felt that Shurjo must have been brainwashed, but he dared not say these words. The boss smiled and smiled at the thought of 50 gold coins. This is the net income that only comes from operating my own store for several months. Today, what kind of financial luck, the sky-shattering wealth and fortune unexpectedly fell on oneself. Meanwhile, Mo Lee on the side became even more confused. Inexplicably, I was sold myself. Have you asked for your opinion? Is it polite? Do we still have human rights? But it seems like there's really no need to ask for your opinion. It seems like I don't have any human rights to speak of myself. But I don't want to try the medicine. Emily felt extremely worried, but helpless. It's a simple matter. In the future, you should prioritize supplying me with medicinal herbs. Can you do it? Sergio smiled at the boss. Normally, players are unable to purchase raw materials from NPC stores. But Sergio is an NPC. As an NPC, we must make full use of their advantages. What players can do, he can do it too. What players cannot do, he can still do it. And the raw material prices in the system products are simply not too cheap. Some cheap medicinal herbs can even be purchased in sets for 100 copper coins, and there are a whole set of 10 portions. What kind of thing is this? It was originally put up for sale. Sir, in the future, if you say you want any medicinal herbs, I will definitely keep them for you as soon as possible. The boss smiled happily. Okay. Refreshing. Let's fulfill our promise now. I'll take all the medicinal herbs in your store today. Sergio was very happy and managed to handle Emoli, as well as the raw materials for refining medicinal herbs. His planned fundraising campaign was successfully carried out. All you want. There are a total of 20.30 types of medicinal ingredients in the store, each with over 100 sets or thousands of portions. If you don't eat or drink the medicine for a month, you may not be able to use much of the ingredients. The boss was slightly surprised. But at the same time, the boss's heart was filled with joy. Empty the market share of medicinal herbs for a month at once, so you don't have to do any business this month. So don't you have a lot of time to rest and study medicine refining techniques yourself? How could this outrageous wealth continue to spread on oneself one after another? Lord Viscount, you are truly a great person. Sergio didn't say much, so he quickly settled the expenses with the pharmacy owner, totaling 106 gold coins. Without hesitation, full payment of 19%. This Viscount is really a good person. The pharmacy owner, holding 156 gold coins in his hand, almost grinned in his ear. What a great person. Sergio silently said in her heart. Well, Emoli, right. From now on, you'll follow me. Let's go, tidy up. Take you to a place. With less than 200 gold coins, Sergio won a future divine level alchemy, feeling very happy.